Hello and welcome to the Alien Mind Reading instruction video. When you open your box, you'll find the gimmick itself and a paper with some instructions and an email. So this video will cover three main parts, three main ways to use the gimmick. The system with the Google-like website that sends the information right here, the implanting thoughts on a spectator, and the telepathy act. Let's start on how to charge and set up your gimmick. In order to charge the gimmick, you need to turn it on first, pressing the blue button here, and you'll see a blue light flash. Then you take a micro USB cable and plug it in, and the other end to a computer USB port. A computer USB port normally has 500 milliamps. That's enough for charging this. Do not charge with a wall charger that's more voltage or amperage. So leave the gimmick charging for no more than 20 minutes. That's enough for maybe a week or two of performances. Don't care about the light. It can be on or off. When the 20 minutes has passed, turn it off, remove the cable, and the gimmick is ready and charged. Now, in order to test your device, first you have to pair it by Bluetooth to your phone. So go to your Bluetooth phone settings, turn Bluetooth on first on the phone, and hit search devices. Then turn the device on and wait until you see a name called CTW14. So when it is, just pair it and then hit connect, so you see that your device is connected. Now go to, for example, YouTube or any MP3 list you have in the phone and hit play on a song with your gimmick on, of course. Try to get the volume of your phone about half of it, okay? Just test it with half of it first. If there's such silence in a room like this, you're probably at this distance, you're going to hear something because the volume is too high. But don't worry about this at the moment. We're just testing. Just hit play, and you're going to press this part of the gimmick to your head. Try different parts of the head, or to your chin with your mouth closed. You should be able to perfectly hear the music or the sounds. Now that the gimmick works, just turn it off and let's see the first effect, the main effect of Alien Mind Reading.
Vale.
Y a ver qué tal.
Y le doy a buscar, ¿no?
Le das a buscar. Y una vez que le diste a buscar, si sale alguna imagen, pones el teléfono en la mesa.
Vale.
A veces tardan un poco en salir las imágenes,
Ya
pero...
está. ¿Pongo boca abajo?
Sí. Yo creo que es una fruta pequeña, ¿puede ser?
Sí.
Más o menos de este tamaño, o puede ser así. Hay nuevas, más grandes en los supermercados. Tienen una formita como de un corazón y son rojas. Sí. Es una fresa, ¿no? Vamos a probar. ¿Con qué te gustaría probar? ¿Coches? ¿Película? Tiene que ser una sola palabra, eso sí.
Una sola
Dime.
palabra.
Lo que tú quieras. A ver si yo lo puedo adivinar, claro, porque no lo adivino.
Un grupo de música.
No, pero un grupo de música es más complicado, ¿eh?
Sí, bueno, pues,
¿Es una sola palabra?
una sola palabra.
Venga, vamos a probar. A ver si lo mismo no salen las imágenes. Un grupo desconocido, francés. No. No. Todavía no lo puso, no sabemos.
Vale, lo voy a buscar.
Vale. Yo creo
Vale,
que
ya,
es
boca
un
abajo.
grupo... Vale, pues ponlo boca abajo. A ver, dígame. Yo creo que es un grupo de España. ¿Es del norte de España? No, perdón, ¿qué digo? Más abajo, al sur, pero no tanto al sur, sino un poco para un lado. A mí me gusta el grupo, ¿eh? Es extremo duro. Está bien.
You need to send a picture of your receipt of purchase and a picture of your gimmick to the email that's in the box. Then I will send you the user login and all the info for using and entering the system. You'll see a second video, very short, explaining exactly what's inside the menu of this effect. But the effect, so you'll know, is that you log in and you hit receive, and as you are connected to this, the phone is going to say whatever the spectator searches on a Google-like website. No user number, no usernames, just the website is going to pair automatically. So, in normal weather, you can use a long shirt, but if you're at summer, you will need to palm the device. Palm and discard in your pocket, touch the head, touch the chin, touch him. So, the other idea is to have a cap and place the gimmick at the back, okay? If you place the gimmick at the back, you can even tape it, of course, and then you put and you place the cap. You have your ears free, you can show nothing here, but it is pressing against the head, the gimmick, okay, against the back of the head. Has to be well pressed, and you set your volume test, and you can perform the effect without having to touch your head or without palming. So let's talk about volume and places, environments. The ideal places are normal ones with sounds, not too loud, of course. If you are in the middle of a crowd and everyone's speaking loudly and shouting, you will probably have trouble hearing anything. This or the person that's next to you. Think about it before doing it. The other bad environment is the total silence. In total silence, you need to carefully set the volume down. Okay? Otherwise, as this is a resonating device, anything it touches turns into a speaker, and so the human skull. So the human skull is going to turn into a little speaker, and it can resonate if the environment, if the room is complete silence. Somebody can hear something, of course, if they are paying close attention. They don't know, don't worry about it, they're not searching for sounds, but just in case. So, let's see the thought implant routine.
Estoy súper pedo, no contéis conmigo para nada.
Se va a intentar en estas condiciones, señoras y señores. Aquí hay unas cosas apuntadas, ¿vale? ejemplo, hay unas palabras. Hay una palabra. Tú te vas a poner esto, alguien va a elegir una de las palabras, pero vas a saber cuál es.
Vaya carita.
Y cuando yo te diga, tú con el dado todavía te vas a tapar los oídos, yo te voy a poner el dado así y le voy a transmitir un pensamiento. Y lo que te llegue, luego lo dirás, ¿vale? Claro, tú tranquilo, que si no llegan, todo el mundo te va a ayudar a que llegue el pensamiento. Es una movida. Es una movida, pero bueno. Toma, por favor, no te duermas, dale. A ver, hombre. ¿Te importaría a ti? ¿Te importaría? Claro, sí, ahí los papelitos.
Está durmiendo.
Vale, ¿te estás viendo? Vale, coge el de abajo. Alfonso, cuidado. El de abajo.
Te voy a mandar.
Quédatelo tú. ¿Lo has visto? Pero quédatelo, que no lo vea nadie. Esto lo pongo aquí. No lo enseñes porque enseñé cómo es tu nombre, que no te pregunté.
Alfonso.
Alfonso. Vale, tápate los oídos, Alfonso, para que no escuche nada. Tengo algo aquí, tengo algo, toca. ¡Nada!
¿Ya?
Sí. Si te ha llegado alguna imagen, pensamiento, dilo.
Madre mía.
¿Cómo?
Pájaro.
A ver, por favor, enseña el papel.
Okay, so in order to do the thought implant routine, there are many ways to perform it. Since the device can receive internet sounds, this opens a lot of possibilities. So let's start with the classic ones first. You need the device to be strapped to your arm, left or right, doesn't matter. So when you touch the spectator's head, you're going to touch him first with your wrist on the back of the head, making contact with the device, and then your fingers just touch your finger with the top of the head. It looks as if you are only using your finger, but in fact you're touching in both places. Okay? You can turn on the device through the fabric of your clothes, of course of the shirt, and turn it off. It's easy. My first idea was to make pictures, and you can do this with pictures, of course, but my first idea was to put a blindfold on the spectator that's going to guess and show the pictures to the audience. Have someone mix the pictures, freely select one and show the picture to all the audience. That was the first idea. And it was okay, but it is better if only one of the spectators select and sees the picture or the word. So the revelation, the end revelation is more strong when the spectator that's blindfolded says something that comes to mind, and the second spectator confirms he's right. It's a better impact than everybody seeing it, of course. So, if you don't have pictures, you can write down in pieces of paper the names. What is the spectator hearing inside of her head? Just sounds of things. Do not try to send words to a spectator because sometimes they don't understand. So just I use an MP3 player with actually 8 sounds. For example, I went to YouTube and downloaded some sounds of cats, sounds of bikes, for example, sounds of bells from a church, the sea, birds, the traffic jam, and the USA anthem or the Spanish anthem, whatever you are performing. So this set is always open, the list in my phone. This is for my version without accomplice. So I have this actually in my suitcase, and I have the pictures marked in the back. So I know from the back which one has been selected. Same with the words, okay? The words will be birds, church, sea, okay. So I give the papers for shuffling while the spectator is blindfolded. The second one, spectator selects one. I know, for example, it's the traffic jam, and I say thanks, and I'm going to leave the rest of the paper in my suitcase. And when I go there, I simply drop the papers and boom, hit the correct MP3 track. That track is going to start playing here at a low volume. Don't try to go, because you ask the spectator when he's ready to cover the ears, apparently to hear nothing from the outside. It's the contrary, because he's going to hear from his inside. He covers the ears, I touch the head and let him hear maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds of the track. And then I say, are you ready? Did you receive something? Don't say, did you hear something? Did you hear? No. If he nods yes, well, that's okay. Then you direct. What did you feel? What's the image that came to mind? He's going to say a word, something. The ideal is for him to say a word that's only related to the word or picture. That's the best. Because let's say someone has selected the sea, and he says, I am hearing water. He says water, and you can ask him, water, but what kind of water? Like big water, small like a glass? And then he says, yes, it's the ocean. And that's the better impact of the effect. So you can repeat, you can take the papers again, let another spectator mix them and take another one and repeat the effect by just hitting another one. That's the standalone with no accomplice thought implanting effect. You can do the same effect if an accomplice has your phone and simply hits the correct track, okay? But he has to be no more than 5 meters, 6, no more than 7 meters away from you, because this Bluetooth device is not designed for being close to the phone, okay? Bluetooth is not going to go very far, and it's going to start cutting. So make the accomplice be even hidden, but close to you. So you are free to experiment. The ideal way to connect, if you're already in a show and you want to perform this with the accomplice, when the time comes, he needs to have the Bluetooth on the phone, and you are going to walk the closest as you can to him, and then turn your device on. You just turn it on and look at him. If he's looking at the phone and he sees if he has the connection. The connection is okay, he will not okay. If not, he say no, it's not connected. Of course, you will have to be 2 meters, 1 meter next to him, and then you can walk away a little. Okay. So since he has a phone and hopefully with connection to the internet, he can open YouTube at that point to search for any song or any sound in the world. So you can open possibilities and write down, as this person is with the blindfold, people can select freely the sounds. Say, for example, let's select places in this town, the train station, the church, the bar, and you write apparently free choices. You discard the sounds when there's no sound, you don't use it, of course. The other routine could be done with music, of course. If you write down names of songs or names of bands, okay? 7 or 8, and the spectator selects one, and your accomplice knows which one is selected because he's seeing it, and he just do the search in YouTube and hit play, and this spectator is going to hear the music. Of course, it should be very well-known music, or he's the one who writes down the songs, okay? He writes down songs, and you say, just select one of the songs that means something to you in some period of your life, and I'm not going to look. Okay, so you see that he has a list, but you don't care. You look away, and he shows the audience the selection. Okay, let's say it's Mozart, a song by Mozart, and you say just fold the paper and keep the paper in your pocket, and the rest put it away, and then you turn, and as you ask for that particular moment in time, that experience, your accomplice searches a song by Mozart, and you simply ask him or her to close the eyes and put the finger on top, and he's going to hear his or her selection. And that's another idea. Now, this is a routine in which you are blindfolded, and some spectator is going to write the name of a famous person or a song or anything in a sheet of paper. And you're going to divine, to guess it. So, how? You need your accomplice to be in the audience, and there's an app. You have app for Android or for iPhone, is the same. For example, that makes the TTS, the text-to-speech, talk. For example, this one is called Talk Free, and you simply write whatever it is. As I'm blindfolded and I'm like this, I have the gimmick, a palm next to my blindfold or something that I'm covering my head. And I'm touching with the gimmick here, so I'm going to hear perfectly whatever the phone sends. Okay, so spectators write down something, they show, your accomplice sees it, and he writes down whatever it is. Rafael Nadal, for example. He starts hitting play. He hits play one after another until you understand what I'm saying and you simply nod, I got it. And you start reading the audience mind without removing the blindfold. So it's more impressive. So they see no one is going to show or pass the information to you. So this is the way to perform as yourself as the medium. So in order to use the gimmick for a two-person, apparently, telepathy act, you need to install a walkie-talkie application. It would be nice to simply call the other phone. Let's say this is your accomplice phone and this is the phone you have connected to your Bluetooth device, and he calls and simply the call, well, it's not. You need a different device for that. So you can install, for example, an app called Wi-Fi walkie-talkie if you want to be on the same net, or you have the option over the internet to install the application called Tickle. Tickle. Touch to speak or push to talk. It's the same. I have here Wi-Fi walkie-talkie installed on both phones, and as you can see, if I press here, hey, my voice instantly goes to the other phone, and when it is connected, it goes here. So this act is actually should be a three-person act. You have your accomplice, your looker, your spotter that sees what's happening with the magician and the audience, and the girl who has the gimmick hidden inside of the blindfold, of course. So this is not a perfect one, but if you have the girl check the ears, check everything, and when you put the blindfold, she can hide, of course, and that's a better idea. The gimmick, if she has long hair and she can do, you can pack her hair, so you can hide it inside of the hair too, but this is a simpler way, simply inside of the blindfold, okay? And the gimmick is going to be touching here. So anything the spotter sees the audience giving the magician, in this case the magician does absolutely nothing. This phone is with the assistant, the girl that's going to receive, and there should be a spotter watching in some place what the magician is picking from the audience. A cigarette, a ball, an ID, and he's going to whisper over the Wi-Fi walkie-talkie. Cigarette. A dog. And that's it. You have this option, as I'm saying, if you have internet, Wi-Fi in place, or if you don't, use the mobile phone network using the application Tickle. There's another option if the place is too small and you cannot have someone speaking, could be heard. You can use the app simply on the web, and your accomplice enters to the website and he types either the website, or if you don't want to use that, you can use the application. No, it's better to use the website, so it's over the internet and you're not limited by the Bluetooth range. You use the website and he's typing. He's going to type. Since the word is going to be repeated over and over, it is good. For example, in this case, the magician should give some time in between the movements and what he's going to pick. So this guy in the phone or the computer, you can use a computer, types and sends to the girl that's going to hear the word. For example, people is taking out objects, as is common, and the magician should be looking, and when he points to a person, then that's the next person. So the spotter sees that person has, for example, a pair of glasses in hand, so he immediately is typing glasses, looking glasses, boom, and search. And she receives the word glasses, 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 and black. Of course, this should be talked. I'm going to first ask for the color, and second I'm going to see for what, and then the object. But as you can see, you can perfectly perform a telepathy act with this. Thank you very much. If you have sent the email, just wait for my second video explaining exactly how to use the online system both for Android and iPhone, okay, in detail. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me and I will answer them. I hope you have fun with the device, and if you have more ideas for it, please let me know. Thank you very much.